Hello everyone, and in today's video we have a super fun project. There's all kinds of different phenotypes of Neocaridina, aka cherry shrimp, and today is my favorite and probably the hardest phenotype to chase, and that is what a lot of people these days are calling Superman shrimp. We're talking the dark blue shrimp with the red on it. So like a red really. But instead of light blue, I've been doing that with the blue jellies. This is the dark blue. Let me show you. So you can see here we have the dark blue with the red. I think there's not a better color combination in cherry shrimp. That is beautiful. So the biggest problem is this tank is dang near impossible to film. And there are lots of good ones in here, but as you can see, they're hard to see. This tank sucks for filming, so what we're going to do is we're going to pull all this moss out, then we're going to pick out the best ones, then we're going to reset the tank completely. And I thought the lighter substrate, should have not my black, would look better in a dark blue shrimp tank, but the red does not really show up. A lot of these reds, you have to look really careful to see the red, and they have to show up. A lot of them will look just like regular Rillies, and a lot of them are just blue. Like I said, I pulled out some of these from my Blue Dreams, the ones that were started getting some with red on it, and then breed them out, pick out the good ones, breed them out, pick out the good ones, and so now we're at the picking out the good ones and restarting it over. And it looks like there's more good ones, as you saw in that little short clip I made of these guys the other day eating. So hopefully there's enough good ones in here we're doing. It looks like there might be a little bit of algae in that moss, but not much. So I'm going to pull all this stuff out of here and see what we got for shrimps. Okay, so we've got a ton of shrimpies in here. As you can see, this is just the beginning stages of this project. And this is something that will take a long time. But we do have the dark blues with red on them, and it makes it way hard to see. Let's see if I can get this light adjusted a little better. And when we get the black substrate, that will definitely be more noticeable. I almost gave up this project to work on something else. But then when I took that little clip I showed you guys at the beginning of the video, like maybe I should revisit that idea. Because there's definitely, and at this point we're not even going for the perfect really pattern. We just want the brilliant red on a dark blue shrimp. It's already hard enough to see. So what I want to do is put in an algae wafer, give them a good feed, then we will select as many as we feel like selecting, as many good ones as there are. Then we will tear the tank down, start it again from zero, and see what that group breeds out for. Pretty interesting. You just take some coals that have red on them from your Blue Dreams. Pretty cool. Alright, so I'm going to do a time lapse, get them gathered up, and see what we got. So I was afraid these guys wouldn't show up all that good on video with the glare and all that. So I'll show you guys here next just how cool these guys are looking up close. Man, scooped out quite a few. Still more to go. All right, you can see what we've got here. Got a flashlight on them so you can see. I'm sure there are more in there. With the light on them, you can see just what I'm going after here. I'm sure I'll find a few more as I tear down the tank. But we're going to start tearing down the tank here. As you can see here, I'm sure I'll find some more, especially little ones. Some are kind of just fully red. Oh, there's a really good one right there. And there's a couple, 3, 4 of them. All right, I got more to catch for sure. All right, to make sure I'm not missing any, I'm going through all the rest like this. See, this one here is pretty good. Let's see what I mean. And then I thought I saw another one that might be worth keeping. So I'm going to just go through these a batch at a time. See how many there are. Get every single one that we want to keep. So if I ever want to get into this tank, you guys can see just how bad of a decision that was. So in this tank, at least I can reach inside of it, but I ain't got enough space to pull the filter out. So anytime I want to do anything to this, I've got to do this. Drain the water down and do that. So the tank is completely tore down now. I'm giving it a quick rinse. And these are the keepers. Got way more than I thought when I went through and was sorting them one by one there at the end. I found a bunch more. I can't wait to see what those look like in the tank. All right. Here we are with what we've got. It's hard to see, but these guys are pretty good. All right. So now we are going to, hopefully I can do this one-handed. Well, a few stuck in there. A little bit of water in there to rinse them out. One more. All right, there we go. Get this guy down in the net. And we got the tank 100% ready. So let's go do this. Oh, it's a lot of shrimp. Mr. Plucka's back in there. All right, let's see if I can do this one-handed with the. All right, we got that in there like that. Whew. It's a lot of work. I'm glad it was nice out today. I was able to do the sand rinse and stuff outside. Come on. I think they're really not going to let me focus. Look at that. All right, we got them in there. I'm going to let this settle. And we'll check back in tomorrow can see how everything's faring. That guy seems like he's struggling a little bit. Cool. So here's a few clips I took right after I put them in the tank last night. You can tell, like I said, this is still, we're just going after the red and blue. We still have a ways to go as far as really perfection markings and all that. But I think we have a pretty good start just for lining out some random calls. Get some cool stuff when you try singling out calls. And it's pretty awesome when it works. A lot of times it doesn't, but I had it a couple times where it worked. And this is pretty cool. Pretty cool. I love these shrimp. And here we are the next morning. Actually, this morning, that you're watching the video, or that the video comes out anyway. You can see they've colored up a bit more. They're not all stressed out after the move, but I'm so looking forward to see what comes from this project. So, if you enjoy seeing what all is possible with Neocaridina shrimp, go ahead and subscribe to markshellyaquatics.com, and if you're looking for some shrimp, check out markshellyaquatics.com. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.